Welcome back to Footfall and Rogue Trader. It is that time of day again to loot the corpses of our enemies. Also, I picked up something new. Arsonist's Bracers. These bracers grant the wearer a 5 bonus to tech use and increase the damage from flame weapons by 3. Oh, really? She's already using gloves, though. Bonus to tech use. Flame weapons, though. I don't know, maybe I should just keep it. I'm not wowed by it. Let's go ahead and loot every single one of these dudes. A sniper rifle, worse than mine. Looks to me that these two, the big bosses of the fight, didn't drop anything decent at all. That's a little disappointing. But it's alright, it could have been
My
worse.
nerves are frayed.
There is loot back there. We could talk to Hieronymus Doloroso, but I also want to go this way and go have a look. Where's where all shoddy looking weapon builds out of questionable parts? I know nothing of the sort. Xenobistus unknownus. What does he look like? He looks like a really buff ghoul. Are they selling slaves?
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
This young man is clearly making every effort to look dapper. His fashionable clothes are practically new and his hair is well groomed. What ruins the impression is the poorly scrubbed off oil stains from his leaky implant and the fit for the jacket which was clearly made for someone else. Come one, come all, see for yourself the best collection of live Xenos on Footfall. What kind of collection is this? Dangerous, vicious, ruthless Xenobeasts caught red-handed as they were attempted to commit evil against the Imperium. But right now, they're harmless. Our cages can withstand their rage. But I wouldn't recommend getting too close, haha! What's our stance when it comes to Xenos? We do not trust them, that's right. I mean, I could attack them, but... is that the best course of action? Press and hold the button that sends a jolt to the exhibits. Yes. A buzzing electrical discharge pierces the captives' bodies, making them shake convulsively and scream in maddening pain. The man watches with approval at first, but when the smell of burnt meat begins to spread through the air, he glances at you with worry. My dear ma'am, everything in moderation. Please kindly leave other citizens a chance to punish these Xenos for educational purposes. Press the button harder. The captive's screams become utterly unintelligible, at times giving way to guttural gurgling sounds. Some of the exhibits bite off their tongues and begin to choke on the bloody foam pouring out of their mouths. A few moments later, the charred bodies slumped to the bottom of their cages with a sickening snap. The exhibition owner just stands there, mouth agape and wide-eyed, swiveling his head back and forth between you and the smoldering remains of his collection. The burning was mediocre, and the volume of the screams was sorely lacking. Fix it by the time of my next visit, or you shall be next in the cage. He gulps and forces a pale smile. Certainly, glad to oblige. I am the worst, and I love it. Use the cogitator. All it needs is a logic, and we have it.
Operation successful.
Access granted. More of these leaflets. Where is that loot? These boots double the resolve bonus that the allies gain from the wearer's unyielding beacon ability. Unyielding beacon? I'll take it, but not cargo. Give it to me. Does anybody have that? Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack of unyielding beacon. I mean, I don't have it, but I might get it. We'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna wear it because now my feetses are bare.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
So many goods. Is there more this way? Where am I even?
The dime will be as slippery as a snake, like any seasoned operator. I don't need any voices in my head to predict that.
Some leaders hold onto power with an iron fist. But Takara isn't the type. He's an opportunist. A brilliant opportunist.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
One of the many altars, it looks better tended than most places on Footfall. There is some loot up here. Hard to see. Note from the Lantern Cache. You're on the right path, Seeker. Remember the place. Small quay, large windows. Look for a cache by the windows in Dock Alvaro. Oh. Oh, yes.
The machine god grants me insight.
Well done, my boy. Thank you for this. Is there anything else we can do around here? Let's have a look around. This place is rather big. So there has to be something more than just the burger guy. Oh my god, we killed all the specimens! Just citizens for the most part. Ligi's Palace. We had to talk to Doloroso, so first let's stop by Doloroso and have a chat with him. I mean, Argenta wanted to talk to him, I think. Is he here? Oh, Lore Imperium. Hold on.
The Whispers told me how.
It's equipment from totally different eras, some ancient, some merely old, okay. The man with a face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bone fixes his unblinking bird-like eyes on you. The priest's simple black clothes have next to no adornments, and they do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness. In a cracked voice he says, "The Emperor protects." "The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those who are pure of heart. Do you think yourself one of them? Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it into the embrace of pride, most degenerate. You must be the young von Valancius. That name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them? Or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and savoring their sweet poison?" Make the sign of the Holy Aquila. I put my faith in the Emperor. He gives you a scrutinizing look, then his tone softens. "Well, then be twice as diligent, for this sector will seize any chance to test your faith. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful?" "It was. Reverend, let it be known to you that Theodora von Valancius' ship was attacked by servants of the archenemy, who appall the heart of any righteous soul. And not all of them met a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being a part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rock trader's crew and help protect the von Valancius dynasty from the forces of the arch-enemy. I am divesting myself, of the responsibility of guarding the Footfall Reliquary. Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault on the ship, and I could use her assistance going forward. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall Reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. I know what it that calls you to follow the rogue trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat, for it helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that day comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. But before you start on a path toward your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall. They've brought me troubling news from Footfall's shadow quarters, in the darkest corners where the liege's wardens do not venture. Taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here true heresy, serving the archenemy, is a rarity. Excuse me, Jesus. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with the sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing these reports to be rumors, but I will know that evil lurks all around us, and I wish to see retribution. We will verify this rumor, Reverend Hieronymus. With great pleasure. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble Pontificus, is there more you wish to ask me about? Can we move our conversation to a place more befitting people of our rank? Why? For a missionary, his temple is the patch of deck beneath his feet. From where I stand, I can clearly see the life of my flock, all its bustling, blooming, and wilting. Here I can see their vile urges, futile hopes, and flashes of sincerity. If I were in the habit of locking myself in a temple, Would I have made it in time to intervene in the massacre of your subjects from Kiavagama? No. Truth resides not in golden halls, but here, in the square among the people. Golden halls are home to others, far filthier things. Tell me about yourself. Neither my past nor my present hold any secrets, but take heed when gazing into my heart, for many dark thoughts lurk within. What is troubling your heart? Bad omens. Dark times have come. Ships from the Imperium barely appear in the Coronus Expanse anymore. In Footfall's shadow quarters, Stain thrives, and the people here are corrupt enough to succumb to it gladly. Rumors around the Expanse say that the accursed Xenos have grown bold and are rearing their heads. They attack ships and settlements, walk under the sun of Imperium world like kings instead of cowering in the shadows. What next? What adversities await us if such disgrace is happening already? There's more and more talk of how poorly things are going in the Expanse. Some days it seems I can't take 2 steps without hearing some peasant... Oh, sorry, it's Abelard. Without hearing some peasant pontificating. Are you using my name on the matter? Even if it is as dire as they say, the Von Valancius realm will not crumble under the blows of fate, no matter how devastating. Chin up, Lord Captain. This is no time to lose heart and lament your lot. Not only is your hope false, it is also dangerous. Among his servants there have been people of greater integrity who sullied themselves in their attempts to rise above the rest. Who were you in the past? A wretched fiend, blinded by my ambitions. I served in my home planet's Adeptus Administratum division. I was a shrewd and sly bureaucrat, and I soared to great heights with the very chair of prefect. In 30 years I turned my home from a withered fringe colony into a prosperous world. Our wealth grew as we bloomed. But the bloom was a veneer for rot. Opulence had depraved us, and luxury had reduced us with its sordid promises. The planet's citizens no longer wished to pray or work. They only sought entertainment and dangerous philosophies. 1,000 vile heresies and 1,000,000 appalling vices bred on my ward like mold on a nutty bar. In those days I saw with my own eyes the shameless ugliness of the soul. I repented of my hubris, left the position of prefect and became a traveling missionary. I have been one ever since. As for my world, 20 years later the Holy Inquisition consigned it to purifying flames. The Emperor is merciful for allowing you a chance at redemption. Who said I had redeemed myself? I doomed an entire planet to degeneracy. You think a decade or 2 of wandering with a mission is enough to atone for that? No, I'm a poor excuse for a shepherd in his eyes. Your words about the past are drowned in murky hues of sickly green, and your talk of the present falls in grey flakes of ash upon the shoulders of your listeners. Sorrow truly weighs heavily on you, Reverend Hieronymus, and that is why the fire in your words is devoid of golden radiance. The faded flickers of teachings leave nothing but black soot on their souls. Is it true that the pirate Dens Belardo was your parishioner and that he endowed the Drusians with donations? It is. Over the course of his life, that reprobate had burdened his soul with many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to a grand catechism listing humankind's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that, of all the heinous acts he had committed, not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Dens Belardo was afraid of death, and that which would await him after. He hoped to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, that he had been more than a conscious speck of malignant mold his entire life. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. And it is true for miscreants above all others. The greater the transgression, the more miraculous and wondrous the repentance. What are you doing on footfall? What am I doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and the vilest of souls, you mean to say? Well, footfall is the first and last stop in the Coronus Expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path, and it is also where those who are reaching its very end return, the souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they may cast an honest eye over their impurity. Furthermore, rumors from across the entire sector amass on footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about a reclaimed shrine world of expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trained blazers need assistance both spiritual and material. Tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items. Anything that might help pilgrims on their long journey and during the first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads to darkness, to search for worlds that have lost his radiance steeped into depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who give themselves into the void and the warp in hopes that their actions might bring light into the darkened reaches of the expanse, and deliver a previously barren world into the Imperium's service. And all that more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. Footfall still awaits news from the wasteland wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed for distant stars. Her last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Cinerus Maleficum, and the stars have kept her fate secret since. Lost in the void. Oh, a new rumor. Ever another darker duty. The expanse is filled with the tainted creations of unholy heretics. These insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you on your travels come upon dangerous corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Drusian mission was much to share with the rogue trader. I'd like to take a look at what the follower of Saint Drusus has to offer me. Enforcer helmet. All targets of Taunting Scream suffer a minus 22 penalty to their willpower tests against this ability. Taunting Scream is the ability Imperial Scroll. Oh. Oh! A new staff. Buy everything. I have 24 on him. Can I sell him anything? Let's see. Reputation. Sell tradable. Boom. This is a different staff, isn't it? Why can I not buy this? Why is it locked? Oh, it's reputation. Okay, it has to do with reputation. I cannot give him any more items, can I? No. Okay. Let's see what these new thingies are. Navigator. Oh! Oh! 4 to 8, strike. 10 willpower and 5 perception. There you go, girl. And what was the other thing we got? The helmet and the scroll. Scroll grants the owner a 15 bonus to lore Imperium. May I? All targets of Taunting Scream. Am I using Taunting Scream? Is that what this ability is called?
Have a different
Yeah,
perspective.
And what am I wearing right now? This helmet grants this wearer immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Ah, it's too good though! It's too good! What are you wearing? 6% armor. The helmet also grants a bonus to fellowship equal to 4. We'll see about that. I have you in my sights for future reference. Alright then. I don't think I was done with him, am I? I have a question about faith. My sermon planted to see the faith in the heart of another rogue trader once. In Sidia Chorda, perhaps you are destined to become my second fledgling. The Emperor's servants, who are they? Adeptus Ministorum, herald of his word, great power, every priest, myself included, is a part of its hierarchy, and the ecclesiarchy possess the unique right to judge what is virtuous and what is malign. Adeptus Ministorum prays and cares for the temples. It sends missions such as my own to every corner of the Dominion. Humanity fights against heresies. May the Emperor bless his faithful servants! Dogmatic, +1. Okay, thank you. I must go.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
We have to go see the liege. And here's to more reading. Oh my god, we have to level up. Maybe we should do that first. Oh, I get to choose Vanguard, Unyielding Beacon. There it is. I will become Vanguard. Yes. Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack of Unyielding Beacon. Its stack increases the resolve by 1 up to a maximum of 15. All allies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard gain 1 out of 5 of that bonus. Temporary wounds apply to the Vanguard now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of the Vanguard's turn. At the start of their turn, the remaining temporary wounds are reduced to their largest amount, granted by 1 applied effect. If the remaining number of temporary wounds is less than the number of stacks of Unyielding Beacon, it becomes equal to the number of those stacks even if the Vanguard has no temporary wounds at the start of their turn. Okay. Warrior Vanguard, and I don't have anything more to do here. How about you? Formidable master of warfare, able to blend various weapons and styles mid-combat, be it melee or ranged or anything in between. The Arch-Militant is the best at it and becomes stronger and stronger with each second in battle. Large area attacks, personal buffs, weapon set rotation, crowd control, okay. Or assassin. Damage, dodge, and dodge reduction, threat elimination. Sancer are masters at identifying the slightest vulnerabilities of key targets and dispatching them by any means necessary. Whenever the Arch-Militant uses an attack that is of a different type from their previous attack, the Arch-Militant gains a stack of versatility. Valid attack types are single shot, melee attack, single target or burst, area melee, area ranged, or ranged burst. The Arch-Militants gain a 3 weapon skill and ballistic skill for every stack of versatility. If the Arch-Militant has 4 or more stacks of versatility, the Arch-Militant deals an additional 10 wisdom bonus, or 10 plus bullshit. I don't know what BS. I don't remember what BS is. Oh, ballistic. Okay. Weapons bonus or ballistic damage, whichever is higher. Okay, I'm taking it. Argenta bounty. Oh boy, master tactician. Leadership and combat prowess are able to harness the momentum of their party to enhance their combat effectiveness, their allies, and themselves. Long-term single target buffs, momentum, versatility. Hunt down the prey. Bounty hunter are methodical killers who leave trails of dead bodies in their wake. A bounty hunter chooses their next target before the previous one has even realized it's dead. The bounty hunter may mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of the combat. The bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier, the Roman numeral on their enemy's icon, 1 to 2 plus 25% of the bounty hunter's maximum wounds as temporary wounds, 3 to 4, 5 times prey's difficult tier, critical damage plus 2 times prey's difficult tier, percentage critical hit chance until the end of combat, and 5 to 7, both of the above, hunt down the prey has 3 charges at the start of combat. Alrighty. Assassin, bounty hunter, or grand strategist. Master of battlefield positioning for themselves and their allies. The grand strategist is able to increase the battle effectiveness of their party by designating and strengthening important parts of the battlefield. Analyze the battlefield and can create specific areas providing bonuses to all allies, including the grand strategist, frontline, backline, rear. In the first round of combat, all 3 areas can be created in 1 turn. In the following rounds, only 1 of them can be created per turn. All areas can be moved with the corresponding abilities 1 per turn and cannot overlap. If there are 2 or more grand strategists in the party, the combat tactics areas are common for all the grand strategists, and the highest intelligence bonus and fellowship bonus of all the grand strategists is used. There cannot be more than 1 frontline, backline, or rear on the battlefield, regardless of the abilities used. The grand strategist always acts first in combat. Alrighty. Tactician. The Master Tactician gains a special tactical advantage effect that allows them to empower their attacks. They gain 1 stack of this effect for every 5 momentum gained by themselves or their allies. The Master Tactician begins combat with a number of tactical advantage stack equal to their fell bonus. The Master Tactician empowers their next attack to deal 4% additional damage for every stack of Tactician advantage the Master Tactician has, and loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. And finally, high damage dodge and dodge reduction. I will make you a grand strategist as well. There we go. The rise, you gain the 2nd tier archetype. Yeah!
What lies beyond?
This is the Liege. My patience. You remember the way out. Dismissed.
Vladame, what Azzy put such harsh words into your mouth? You talk like you're an Imperial cleric, not one of us. Where's my cargo, Vladame? Falco has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days.
So you don't remember. Then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Kedai, move. Jaya, get going while he's letting you. Go drown your sorrows at the massacres and thank your lucky stars you were able to walk out the door. You won't get the chance next time.
First an insult and now threats? I see courtesy and tact are no longer a valued commodity on Footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal.
Vladame Tokara, Liege of Footfall. Let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. Certainly, let's go. Please follow me. While you're engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of Liege Tokara. His expression is aloof and focused, his gestures curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet. as though he's used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lady von Valanches. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate. Thank you, Liege. A terrible loss for all of us. I hope that under your guidance, the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. I am impressed by your prudence. Your decision to arrive on Footfall incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status was quite wise. The rumors will spread sooner or later. It's impossible to keep secret something that's known to the thousands of people serving on a void ship. But for now, you are free to reap the benefits of anonymity. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis. Its people would benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. Who was that woman the wardens threw out? A dead woman walking. Some, however, still call her Jai Haydari. Small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. It's strange. A small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, wouldn't likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Liege of Footfall. What seems stranger still is that the Liege knows this small fry by name. She is irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation on Footfall, I can speak on behalf of all of its, noteworthy residents. I was attacked right at the docks. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents on Footfall are akin to natural disasters, impossible to predict or preempt. They simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say that there is a difference between organized crime and gangs or thugs who have nothing to lose. You were attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later, we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Behind the carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I am sorry for the loss of your assistant. What? Oh, that, yes. Her death was a regrettable development. What's the situation in the region? Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and fringe worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Coronus Expanse has departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos threat. There has been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with astropaths, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by Xenos attacks, we've received reports of fierce warriors who descended from the sky and entered the fray. The fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Coronus Expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? No, there haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even the listed weapons on board would make for a decent fighting force. And that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's custom officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. You should consider your words more carefully. An admission like that sounds dangerously close to heresy. I hear you. You must have misunderstood. What I meant was, loyal servants of the Emperor often trade their spoils here on Footfall, including those claimed in battles with otherworldly beasts. Any other forms of interaction with Xenas are, of course, persecuted without mercy. What sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection. Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extend far beyond this area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Calixi sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the Maw in recent years, none have yet returned. The last ship that came through the Maw from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. Officers from Port Wander, when you still have contact from your days in the Navy, often talked about the whims of the Maw, the only route from the Imperium to the Coronos expanse. Even so, Vladame's words are particularly alarming. It seems that something has had profound effect on the Maw. And this brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station naturally has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House von Valancius would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. I can be the only one you've asked for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Chorda would have bled Footfall dry, and as for the esteemed Caligo's winter scale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport, the Navika, packed with refugees. Had to send them off to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all these war fluctuations must have created more pressing concerns for Lord Winterscale. And so I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall's allies. So Footfall is cut off from all its shipments, the local gangs are running wild, and the local hustlers are throwing tantrums in your residence. Are you positive you're in control of the situation? You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you won't have more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds. Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar with that jewel of the von Valancius Protectorate. In exchange for fair payment. Oh my god, I have to. I have to. Get on your knees and ask properly. Then I will help. Oh my god, he's doing it! Holy shit, he's doing it! The dame's eyes narrow as he's given you a calm, appraising look, then kneels. His body, unaccustomed to such displays of obedience, moves slowly, as if the air has suddenly grown thick. If this is the price for the station's prosperity, I will pay it. What is happening in the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I mean, if I help them, I might get access to it. I wish to help the people in the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them from my ship. I can't bar you from doing so, but I can't help but note that it's not the wisest course of action, with all due respect, your ladyship. I would like to know more about the Anvers gang. Why haven't they been dealt with yet? I have been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. Haven't gotten around to the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. Where does one go to make a few deals here on the station? Here, I'm the main dealer on the station. It would be disrespectful for me to suggest that you take your business to footfall traders of lesser importance. We already had. Still, you might take an interest in a few people of note. For example, Reverend Hieronymus Dolorosa. Already talked to him. The servant of the ecclesiarchy is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, find Octaviana at the establishment called the Adeptus Amas... Did we talk to... Oh god, I haven't talked to her. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour you her signature drink. It's meant for common footfall rabble, not discerning clientele. Let's get down to business then. Eldari Plasma Grenade. It looks like a butt plug. I'm sorry. Hello. It's not as good as mine, but I'll take it. Give me all you have. Reputation. Sell all trade. Yes. Only 500. Jesus. This guy is expensive. Really expensive. Mind Scrambler Grenade. Wait, where the hell? Why did I step out of the room? There's chicken in there. I have some questions about footfall. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running a gang that has staked its claims to a treatment filter station to becoming a liege for footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head of that Whoa, the head? Sorry, my eyes freaked out for a moment. To put me at the head that continued the slaughter of the turf war. Okay. I can only hope that my elevation and the peace that came with it have done the station good. There is a sound logic to having the sharpest mind run the station. This administratum would have installed some pitiful clerk instead. I appreciate your breadth of thinking. In this day and age, few choose to allow themselves such thing. Who holds the reins of the Xenogoods trade? The Casbali Commission, criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Casbalican agent or two. Opposing their commercial interest is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. I'm not intimidated by them, obviously, and I do everything in my power to keep them away from footfall, but my power has its limits. Blasphemers of impure thought, the coal trade is a shameful encroachment on the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus. What oath are you referring to? There is a certain custom on footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives at the station and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler, and the liege their loyal servant. That makes me your servant. Oh, good to hear it. However, as long as you remain incognito, it will be difficult for you to use this privilege. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the less knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor to footfall. What a fascinating custom. Useful, too. I defer to your judgment, your ladyship. I have no more questions. Okay. Let's get out there. I should be able to access that place now.
Patience.
The quarantine
My
zone.
nerves afraid.
Lord Captain, I am pleased to report that the inspections have been completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart Footfall. The cruise is waiting for your further instructions, and there are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. What a surprise! Oh, what a surprise! I want to go to the bar and talk to that lady who has merchandise. It's the only person we haven't talked to, apparently, here in Footfall. Warehouse.
In my wake.
A well-groomed young man calls out to you. He's clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that are expensive but unshowy, with a bright Aquila embroidered in a prominent spot. Noble lady, a minute of your time, if you please. I am Bastian Inderama Bastal Chorda, youngest cousin of House Chorda, envoy of Insidia Bastal Chorda, rogue trader of the Corona's Expanse by the grace of the most holy emperor. And you must be an envoy of Theodora von Valancius. I noticed that you arrived on the esteemed ladyship. Chorda, There are some of the most influential rogue traders in the Corona's Expanse, but not on Footfall. The station is under the control of House Winterscale. Something tells me that we're about to hear a most curious offer. Quite right. I am Lady Theodora's envoy. Splendid. It's a pleasure to be speaking with an equal. Truth to be told, I get a little flustered in the presence of the powers that be. What did you wish to speak with me about? A matter of the utmost delicacy. You see, you've been to the residence of the Liege. Vladimir almost certainly appealed to you for assistance in the arrangement of shipments to Footfall. The Von Valancius Protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-world, Janus. It would be odd for him not to seize on such an opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, the Chorda dynasty pursues in its own interest on Footfall. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling. I imagine in hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Chorda dynasty believes that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue trader houses. You refuse Vladimir, thereby forcing him to agree to a deal with us. The Chorda dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other prerequisites. Everybody benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profit among themselves. Especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's worlds is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's wrath should these negotiations prove fruitless, or the wrath of House von Valancius. They're coming! Again! Brothers of the ones who came before! I just don't get it! Do they all have a death wish? Draw your weapon. What? Anvers again? Who is it? Oh! They killed him!
Another annoyance.
I'll bleed you dry.
Anvers. Oh shit, I can't take cover. Maybe here is best. I mean, as a matter of fact, she is getting a vantage point. Abelard, here. I'm gonna stand right there. You, Cassia, you stay with Argenta. Oh, you can't. Shit. Can I move Argenta? No, I don't want to move Argenta. I can move her later, though. This is fine. What about Idira? Will she be able to see anybody up here? I don't know. I'll bring her down there. And you, Pascal. Oh, this is the worst. Let's start like this and see how this plays out. Alright, Pascal plays first.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Grand strategic marks an area by 4 cells on the battlefield. The front line, all eyes in the front line get a 15% bonus to armor, and all enemies suffer a 9% more damage from any source.
Running binary override.
I'd like to shoot at someone, but can we see anyone from here? I can see him.
My vow is to serve. The Omniscient of the Omnisire condemns you.
55 damage! Idira, your time to shine. Buff me! Buff me better! Within the area, gain 6 dodge. I'll do it. Can I do it here?
I'm not so sure.
This is where I'm gonna go. This guy is not marked, is he? No. Can I mark this
But
over
of
here?
course.
Yeah, perfect. $50 damage with ranged attacks.
Was that you?
This is awesome.
Or
The back line. Cover, efficiency, and dodge.
anything else?
Alright.
Here we go.
Let's get to it.
So long as it's not me, I don't care. Cassia, can you... You can't. I gotta bring you all the way over there. Not great. She's gonna get shot. Let's empower our attack. And zap this asshole.
Another foe painted black.
See you later!
Let's get to it.
How many are we talking? 15? Okay, I can deal with 15 people. I've seen worse.
Time to slaughter someone.
Everyone step into my little circle.
Hold on. Let's get to it.
Come in, boys.
Go.
Oh boy, this is a shotgun. This guy has to go. Owie. I'm coming for your asses. Hold on.
Shattered foes in my wake.
Let's do this. Yeah. I thought that would deal more damage.
That work.
Brace yourself.
You're right where I want you to be. Oh my god, what an idiot! He killed him! How many people can you see, Argenta? Can you see... Oh, you can. Oh! Let's mark an enemy as prey. Who do we want to mark? They're all small fry. Doesn't matter. Maybe this. Oh yeah. Him. I can't see him.
Doubt is for the weak.
I can't see him yet.
This is unacceptable.
You are unacceptable.
I'll do it.
Fuck yeah.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith. Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Time for you
I'll do
to
it.
die.
Doubt is for the weak.
Holy moly.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Dude, she's killing everyone.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Go ahead, do that. Do I want to mark anyone else just for funsies?
I'll do
Sure.
it.
So long as you can see him. How many people can I mark?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, I could mark 3 during her turn.
Let's make it quick.
More coming. Abelard, finally, you get to play. How do you feel about that? I want you to go right there-ish. This guy is in the way. Get out of here.
I took care of this one. It will be done.
Endure, sworn enemy, no need to do that. Reckless strike, no need to do that. I don't think I can see anybody. What a waste of a turn. What is happening? What happened? Mark this area. Oh, no line of sight. Okay. I shall move you a little bit then. Do I have to? No, screw it. I'm not moving you. Just go ahead and... Oh, you can't shoot anybody because you can't see them.
Running binary function successfully terminated. My competencies are not that universal.
Alright, he's done. Idira! Time for some fun. Isn't this guy marked already?
On it.
This guy isn't. There we go.
Anything else?
Idira, what the fuck? Well, her ballistics. To be fair, her ballistics are terrible. I will mark this area right here. And bring Abelard in there later.
Will
Joint
do.
analysis.
Out of my way.
Show me what you've got.
Is that a sniper? That was pretty freaking scary.
Me? If try to die with grace, at least.
Pascal, I'm gonna give you another shot. Don't miss it. Never mind, he can't see anybody. Forget about it.
Let's get to it.
Twice dead Lanny. Sniper rifle. Yeah, I gotta move. I gotta get out of there. I'll kill this man.
A wicked thought.
Shit!
Let's see.
He's not dead! Oh boy. Shield up.
I'm here, maggot.
Nice! Even better than my power swings. Of course you can't see him. Where could I go to be able to see this guy?
Strike is a prayer.
Fuck you! We still have one more enemy to
Seen
deal
worse
with, and
battles
that
than this
is
in
the
my time.
sniper. Someone has to get down there and fuck him up.
Scared yet?
I'm not gonna move you. I'm not gonna move Idira. Or Cassia. I'm going to move myself though.
Maelstrom of madness!
Yeah! Let's go!
Schemes within schemes.
Yeah!
You are right. Another one is shattered.
And it's over. 12, 16. Sinskin. And then Auspex. We will check these things later, but for now let's take a short break and I will see you on the next episode of Rogue Trader. Until then, thank everybody for watching, have fun whatever you do, take care of yourselves, and don't forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.